It's the Cincinnati Reds going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Almost ready to get underway. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Paul Skeens. What do you look for here?
When he's on, Boog, he's really fun to watch. He takes the pressure off entire lineups, and typically he doesn't need a ton of runs in support. No one should be surprised if he settles in and takes full control of this game. That's what he's looking to do for sure.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Heather Smith. Perez tracks it down for the out. So runner at second, 2 down. Next to hit, Vinny Pasquantino. To the right side, Smith. They limit the damage here. Runs 3 hits, 2 outs, and 1 in scoring position. Smith. Singy, when she entered the league, did you see a future like this for her? The first female to ever play in the postseason.
I don't know if I can say that, Boog, but I definitely saw that this is a player to be reckoned with. I knew her talent and drive and ambition were going to take her places.
And downstairs.
That's down.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 1 of the wild card series. And
Ball,
that
that's
misses
outside.
Off the outside edge. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. And that is that. So 1 out, nobody on. Now at the plate, Jake Fraley. 1 down, base is empty. On the ground, right side, Smith. Slings to first in time.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Check swing. Went around. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Right side, Pasquantino.
Out.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So 2 down. Now, Tyler Stevenson. And the right-hander deals. On the ground, Smith. Whips it to first.
Out.
And that is that. No runs. So, runner at second, 2 down. Smith will hit next. 0 for 3 in this one.
Well, timing is the key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequences, and it's impacting them across the board.
Now
Inside, ball 1.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Out towards right center. That's well struck, and that should be extra bases. Runner comes in from second to score, and they cut the lead.
Well, that gets them a little closer in this one. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way, and as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you got some real estate to run on, and such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
Here's Win for
That's
one.
an out.
Double play.
Out.
What a twin killing to end the inning. Back to the top of the order, Heather Smith, the next Pirate to hit.
Picked up an RBI in her last at-bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Lead runner to second with 2 gone.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at-bat.
So the Cincinnati Reds take game 1 of this wild card series. A huge win for them in hostile territory. Sandwiched between Mazeroski Way and the Roberto Clemente Bridge, welcome to PNC Park. Game 2 of the National League Wild Card Series coming your way on the show. It's the Cincinnati Reds going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. We go to the bottom of the first. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Heather Smith.
Hey, nice rip.
That one lined into left field, and that's base hit. And the leadoff hitter aboard.
Waste no time there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise, she put a great swing on it.
Smoked on the ground a second. And a run scores from third thanks to the infield single.
Well, you have to take care of the baseball, and that's just not something they've been able to do in this one. That's their third error, and part of the reason they're losing right now.
One out. Out, base is empty. The pressure is high for the players in the postseason, but maybe even higher for the managers. Every decision you make is critical to the success of the team and to your own reputation.
Well, for better or worse, managers are remembered for what they do in the postseason. Pull the right strings, they might build a statue of you someday. One bad decision, and you might be updating your resume. You got to be sharp.
That's a base hit, so a runner aboard now with one away.
The key there, tracking the baseball all the way back through the hitting zone, allows you to hit a ball right back up the box like that.
Lodolo back to work. And that one ripped into right. One up, one down. Heather Smith, the next Pirate to hit. First pitch just misses.
1-0.
With the go-ahead run standing at second here in Game 2 of the Wild Card Series. That's out to center field. And there's one down. Now it's the right fielder, Will Benson. One down, base is empty. Right side, hard hit. Slings to first.
Out.
That's it out.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Smith, the
Ball.
leadoff batter, as she looks at ball one.
You know, these Pirates showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this
Ball
one.
two.
The numbers say their chase rate, or
Two
swings
balls,
at pitches
no
outside
strikes.
the zone, is under 25%, and I think that's a big reason why they're scoring runs.
Hard hit, right side. He steps on the
Out.
bag, and that's one away as the leadoff hitter is out in the eighth.
In an elimination game, you see your season quickly coming to an end. It can be a bit nerve-wracking, but they were able to settle things down, come out and play really good baseball.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Game 3 of the National League Wild Card Series coming your way on the show. It's the Cincinnati Reds going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A lot going on in this series as we get ready for Game 3, Singy.
This is as good as it gets.
Bottom of the first. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Heather Smith. And here's the strike. Louder, a 6'2 righty, 200 pounds, a former first-round pick in 2023. And that one is lifted in the air. Perez under this one. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one away. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. Outside
That's a
low.
ball.
1-1.
1-1.
Lined into right. Nabs it, and that is that. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Yeah, that's fouled off. Nothing like postseason baseball. There's a buzz in the air. Every pitch seems bigger. It's truly special.
There really is a different feel to the postseason. I only got 5 games of postseason action in my playing career, but I treasured each of them.
That just
That's in.
misses. Ball 1. Hard hit, right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And the leadoff hitter set down in their half of the 5th. Matt McClain, the next to hit for the Reds. Right side. Into the outfield, base hit. And the go-ahead run is on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Slings to first in time.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
First and second, no outs. This is Joey Bart. 1-run game, bottom 9. And a base hit right there. Throw comes back in. The tying run stops at third with nobody out. So digging in, Heather Smith. Golden opportunity right here.
Well, if he gets the save here, he's going to have earned it. Just getting through this hitter is going to be a challenge enough.
Outside low. And that is ball
1-0.
Lots of anxious fans in the ballpark right now. You can feel it.
That one at triple digits.
He is going to sleep well tonight if his team can come through with the win.
And that is out of play.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Winning run stands at second. Close one doesn't get the call. And it's 2-2. Up the middle. Base hit, 1 run is in. Now a long throw home. And he dives in with the winning run, and the Pirates walk it off and win it 4-3. So the Pittsburgh Pirates get it done here in Game 3 with the backing of their home fans, and they can celebrate for the night as they shift their sights to the division series.
Yeah, congrats to them. These 3-game series don't leave a lot of room for error, Boog, and it really could have gone either way coming into this game. I think they fed off of this crowd, and those are the types of things you love to see this time of year.
And the season comes to an end in the other dugout. Not what they were looking for from their October run, so they'll move into the offseason looking to make improvements before next year. (4-3) our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show presents the National League Division Series. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates going up against the Atlanta Braves. Here's the second baseman, Heather Smith.
For Pittsburgh, the second baseman, number 29.
She swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Harris makes a nice running catch.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field, someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
Swing and a ground ball. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting second.
Runners at first and second with one gone. On the ground, right side, 4, 6,
He's
3,
out.
but she beats it.
Save.
Good hustle, and the inning continues. Game 1 of the division series. Now at the plate, Sean Murphy. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Gets it to first.
He's out.
One gone, bottom of the third inning. One out, bases empty.
Second baseman, Heather.
Chris, you and I have gotten to work some memorable postseason games together. One I look back on, 2013 ALCS Game 2, the David Ortiz Grand Slam. Ripped on a line to center. Harris makes the grab on the run.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
There's a swing and a drive. And that one is off the wall.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Back to the mound. He's got it. Throws to first in time. One away, bottom of the sixth.
Up next.
Back to the top of the order now. And now it's going to be Heather Smith. 1 for 4 with a double. Inside.
Ball inside.
Ball 1. And there's a foul ball. The 1-1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. So here's Murphy now. Nice stop. The feed for 1.
That's an out.
Double play.
Got him.
What a twin killing to end the inning. Starting to run out of outs. They're unable to chip away. 8th inning coming up. It's the Pirates 6 and the Braves 2. Heather Smith will hit next. Check
Ball,
swing,
that's out.
no appeal. And that's ball 1.
Ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what she's been doing. It's made a big impact for her in recent games.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And that one in the air center field. Harris has a beat on it. 1 down.
Up next for the Pirates, the shortstop.
Smith did well enough for them.
Not one to put on the personal highlight reel necessarily, but she certainly didn't hurt him on the way to the win.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show presents the National League Division Series. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates going up against the Atlanta Braves. About to get started here. And on the mound here today, Zach Gallen. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Lifted in the air down the left side, and it drops in. Runner aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for the Pirates, the second baseman, Heather Smith.
This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. And that's how they take the lead. It's 3-1. She only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
So 2 down, now in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies.
Ozzie Albies.
On the ground, right side. Whips it to first.
Out.
And that ends the inning. One hit in the inning. 1 out, bases empty. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. Pulls in with a double, 3rd hit for her today.
Well, no waiting around right there. She was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Boog, and you can pull that thing.
Toss to Naylor, 3rd out. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They trail it here 6-4.
Now batting.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Heather Smith, and she had a big swing of the bat early on in the ball game.
Yep, a 3-run rocket back in the second. Even though it was early, a big homer like that can be tough to come back from when you're on the other end of that thing. I mean, it's tough. Sets up an uphill battle the rest of the way.
Hit in the air, left field. Happ makes the play, 1 down.
One wonderful thing about the postseason, you never know who's going to be the hero. It could be the superstar, but often it's a far more unlikely player.
To the right side, Smith. And that is that.
He's out.
And we're back. Now here is Heather Smith.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give her the cycle.
Ball one, no strikes.
You know, these Pirates, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
There shouldn't be transgender in sports games now, man. Face booming.
Just missed.
Really good take.
Two balls,
two strikes.
2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That one is absolutely belted. And it gets by him. Now she'll turn for second. Around second, she wants to cycle. And that's what she needed. She has done it. What a performance at the plate.
She's come through for him at the plate in every way possible in this one. It might be a little bit of a quirk in terms of stats, but it's still a great achievement. Not something a lot of players have been able to do.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. On the ground. Toss to Naylor.
That's an out.
And they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver. This team is riding pretty high right now, and you can tell the home team pretty confused as to why they're not getting.
I ate oatmeal today. Yum. Face-savoring food.
Especially on the road. Now we'll see if they can back it up at home.
And 9-7 is the final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you.
Oatmeal sounds good, actually. Face-savoring food. Welcome to the stream, smiling face with sunglasses. Here, person turquoise waving. Hit for the cycle against my favorite team, lol. That's crazy, zany face. Wow. How are you today, smiling face? Good. And you?
The Atlanta Braves going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Festivities wrapping up. The crowd is electric, and we'll be back to get it going right after this.
Alright, was in a sleepy bad mood to start lol. Sleeping face causing to start off pretty bad, but we are getting hot when we need to. Let's go Pirates.
With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. We're looking forward to what's sure to be a dramatic game.
Sign of the Horns pirate flag. Never thought I'd say that against my Braves, but it's just a game lol, let's go.
Even in this tough situation, but it all starts with getting off to a good start in this one.
And when you're the team that holds the 2-0 edge in a 5-game series, you want to end the series right now.
Absolutely. Avoid any drama or doubt and finish the job.
It's buzzing in here ahead of Game 3, and we'll be back in a minute to get it started.
With Paul Skenes pitching, let's go.
Just about ready to go, and towing the slab in this one, Paul Skenes. What do you have on him, Chris?
Wonder where Liv Dunn is sitting thinking face.
You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Ground ball up the middle. A dive. He's got it. Throws from his knees.
Out of there.
And they get the out.
Look at the commitment to make the play down on the ground from the knees. That's not just arm strength, guys. That's core strength as well. Look at that rocket across the diamond. Outstanding job.
Third game of the division series.
Nice cycle repeat button.
Ian Happ. Smoked on the ground a second. Toss to Naylor.
He's out.
Leadoff man retired here in the third. The atmosphere around postseason baseball, there really isn't anything like it in the sport. It's the time of year where the rally towels come out and the crowd energy gets cranked up even higher.
Man, when I think about great postseason performances, hard to top Carlos.
Thanks, Corey. How are you today, brother?
8 homers and 6 steals in 12 games with the Houston Astros. He didn't even get to play in the World Series that year.
Dang, I looked down and looked back up and the Braves are ahead by 8 lol, grinning squinting face.
And
Ball,
the first pitch
outside.
misses for ball one. Man at second. Lynching grounds one to the right side. Albies over
You're
to
out.
first in time. 2 out.
The second baseman, Heather Smith.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Suarez around third. He will score.
he's
It's
safe.
8-1.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And that one hammered. Harris ranges back. And that one is out of here. All muscle to center field. For second home run of the series, it's 8-7. Chris, she's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and she's got her timing locked in. She's looking pretty
Wow.
dangerous at the dish right now. Boog, I wasn't sure she hit that one as hard as she needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Back here in Pittsburgh, and now it's the switch-hitting second baseman, Heather Smith. They say she went.
You know, these Pirates,
No ball.
simply
One strike.
put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've been absolutely smashing the baseball. They've racked up a bunch of hits, and 8 have gone down for extra bases.
Well, Singy, she is locked in there.
She's really slowed the game down, and it's like she's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that she squared up that baseball tells me that she is seeing it like a beach ball.
Ian Happ up to hit.
Now we have the lead. What the heck. This game sometimes lol, not complaining though.
Try your best to get into scoring position.
Happ with just one more homer to reach the 200 career mark.
You know, we usually talk about bigger numbers when it comes to
Just crazy they put up 8 runs against the Cy Young winner Skinners.
What a stop. Off-balance speed, here's one. And that's it. They're moving on to the National League Championship Series.
You win a National League Division Series, you can breathe a little bit as the next one will stretch out to possibly 7 games. I'm sure they don't want to take it that far, but they're just going to be...
Lol, I wish the Braves do that in real life, am I right lol? Trophy yellow smiling. Yippee, raising hands. Of we playing the Dodgers lol, you know, the team that has $1 billion more to spend on players compared to the rest of the league.
It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. You can feel the energy in this building. They are fired up for game one. Back with that after this.
This is the first playoff run in Heather Smith's career. Flushed face, win or lose, at least we got there with talent. Lol.
John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. Game one is always...
And not just money. Ha, grinning, squinting face, rolling on the floor laughing.
Home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this. Ready to go now? Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Heather Smith.
29.
Go big or home. Lol. I'm choosing home run here. Probably not going to get it, but you got to try. Heather is struggling to hit home runs anyways. We only got 2 and off the same dude in the playoffs. Lol.
And that's in for a strike. So
No
we're
ball,
off and running
one
in
strike.
game one.
First pitch, 7:07.
Ground ball up the middle. Throw on to Freeman.
Out.
One up, one down. Will Smith to the plate. On the ground, right side. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Heather Smith.
Pitch is in there. And it's 0-1.
If she doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch...
That's the second time in this stream it glitched and didn't let me throw the ball to infield the play. Lol.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that's going to kick into the corner. Lead runner around second. Coming home. Relay to third. Not in time. She's safe. A run comes in on the play.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
A third.
One out, bases empty.
The second baseman, Heather Smith.
Let's talk about great individual postseasons. One that really sticks out to me is Ricky Henderson in 1989. He hit .441 with 3 homers. Oh, that ball got him pretty good out there on the mound. Safe at first, and now we'll check on the right-hander. Hope he's all right.
Now batting, the shortstop.
And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out.
Ouch, almost took out Shohei.
It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
And next for L.A., Lawrence Butler. Well, it's pretty clear that he was
Ouch.
frustrated, and even he admitted as much with his performance in their last series, but now a chance to hit the reset button.
That's one of the things he's going to have to get used to. Being the superstar player in this lineup, they are going to pitch you very tough, and you make the adjustment,
He's out.
you can have success. I think he'll have it in this one.
Toss to Naylor. One out in the bottom of the fourth.
You got that
Well, Singy, she is locked in there.
She's really slowed the game down, and it's like she's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that she squared up that baseball tells me that she is seeing it like a beach ball.
That's an
On
out.
to first, and that is that. One hit in the inning, a solo homer. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Pirates 6 and the Dodgers 5. Heather Smith, the next Pirate to hit. Not your prototypical leadoff hitter. Gets on base, yes, but also some power.
Hey, nice rip, nice.
And there's a hit. And the postseason success continues for her.
She was all over that one. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
And up to the plate is Will Smith.
I feel with the way that Will Smith is able to handle the bat, control the bat head, he's very capable of finding green space and driving in that run.
With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead.
1-1-1.
Ripped on the ground to second, tosses to
Out.
first, and they get the out on Smith.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Just a random fact stat to bring to you guys and gals. In college in Tennessee, Heather lost in the college baseball championship game. Will.
Ball one.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable, and that location will definitely do it. Well, it's kind of deflating. You blow that lead in the bottom of the 9th, so here's a new opportunity. Hit the reset button, try to get some more runs, and then close it out in the bottom half of this one.
Oh, you drove that.
Ripped into left for a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
I mean, come on, have a game. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And the pitch. Shohei on the go. And there's a base hit to left. The throw to third. He's safe
Hey,
at third,
you beat
and
it out.
the tying run is 90 feet away. Here comes Lane Thomas. Moretta, one strike away from securing game 1. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. The run scores from third. It's an RBI single, and again, we are tied. 2 down, go ahead run in scoring position. First
Ball.
pitch doesn't find the zone.
Lots of anxious fans in the ballpark right now. You can feel it.
In the air, center field. And that's the third out. Pirates leave 1. Still tied. 7-7.
Another sinker not sinking, this stupid game. BS Dodgers way too many players that can win the game. I hate them. Face orange biting nails.
And a final 8-7. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Yes, F the Dodgers, no one likes you guys. Look at that stat line and still lost. Flushed face, ugh face with rolling eyes, expressionless face, only the Dodgers.
Hesung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Hit on the ground to the right side, and that's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
That's a laser base hit. And a good start to the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, James Outman.
James Outman.
Ground ball up the middle. Smith. They get the force, and that'll do it. Second game of the NLCS. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Heather Smith. Glass now back to work. In the air, center field. Outman in position. Makes the catch. And there's one down.
Woo! She was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. She was ready to hit.
There's a swing and a drive.
Go ball, go ball, go.
Out of here. A two-run homer, and the Pirates take the lead. It's 3-2. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact.
Yahoo! Now keep the lead team clapping hands.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. She saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing.
Pitchers don't fail us.
Got all of it.
So up next, James Outman.
James Outman.
Bruh. Darn it. I looked back up at the stream and we down again.
Hard hit, right side. Toss to Naylor. Out number 3. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. Runner at first, 2 away. Next, it's
Dodgers have the most op roster in history. It's not fair, crying face.
talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew she was going to be a star just coming up, making her way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
Swing, and she breaks her bat. Throws to first in time, and that is the inning. Pirates leave 1, and they're still doubled up. It's 6-3.
I'm out here putting my heart and soul with a .500 average, breaking bats like I'm breaking my back every day, lol. And they still losing to this B asterisk 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 team.
Scott is just one strike away. Ground ball, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Dodgers get it done at home, taking games 1 and 2 of the series. First and second, one out. And next is the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Off balance feet, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
It's game 3 of the National League Championship Series. Standing in is the power-hitting second baseman, Heather Smith.
We ain't out yet, and this is still just her first postseason.
Sasaki back to work. And that
Dang, after commenting that and I look up we down by 4.
The strategy around starting pitchers in the postseason, it's really changed in recent years. Managers are pulling starters earlier, making a strong bull. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And that one.
Face blue, wide eyes.
Top of the wall. Around second now, going for 3. The relay throw.
On the tag,
and
you're
she's
out.
trying for 3.
Really nice job of hitting right there, but you've got to be a better base runner than that and understand the situation. With nobody out, you got to be able to shut it down, stay at second, keep yourself in scoring position instead of killing a potential.
I went for 3 because that's a home run game. That's a home run. That hit the protective fence. Without that fence there it's gone regardless. Stupid stadium.
Right side, Smith. And they get
He's out.
Ohtani for the out.
Man.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. Gone. She'll circle the bases, and they cut into the lead. It's 5-2. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are...
I think she was angry face, enraged face. There we go. Fire.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Runner at first with no outs here.
This guy's attributes are insane for someone that just came from Japan because of Shohei lol.
That's out to center field. Outman sizes this one up. And out number one on the grab.
Up next for the Pirates, the right fielder, Colton.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
The left fielder,
Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
It would be another homer if the pitches dropped like that are supposed to.
Game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Gravity doesn't seem to work in this game really lol. Grinning face with sweat.
There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. Now a chance for Heather Smith. She's already homered in this game. Fought off foul.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Swing and a ground ball. Betts whips it to first. And that is the inning. Pirates leave one, and the score remains 6-4. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Max Muncy.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate.
That pitch actually shocked me because it actually sunk for a sinker, and I got antsy to swing at it.
Right side, hard hit. Toss to Naylor.
That's it out.
Leadoff man is out here in the eighth. 2 outs, base is empty. Brian Reynolds here. Headed towards the corner. That one hops against the fence. The throw into second, and he's got a double.
Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
Swing and a foul out of play. With the tying run at the plate, you're in game 3 of the NLCS. Up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. And that is the ball game.
This team has been truly dominant in the series. Up now 3-0. Pretty demoralizing on the other side. You want to get this thing over as quickly as possible. So stay focused, come back for the next game, and close out this series.
Hand orange covering eyes.
One final look at the line score.
The analog does not move well on the left side face with rolling eyes. I couldn't get it to aim to the left ug expressionless face.
And this one ends with a final score of 6.
Down 0-3 ug.
entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
We got 190 plus overall player in Paul Skenes and they got 7. Lol face with tears of joy to OP. Some break the Dodgers team please folded hands. Well, here we go. Let's see if we get swept against the BS Op Dodgers.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Singy, there's been a lot to talk about already in this series as we head into Game 4.
Well, the number one thing to discuss is just how lopsided this series has been.
Exciting. Exploding head.
You expect both teams to be on pretty even ground, but it's not played out that way at all. And when a team takes
This pretty realistic okay hand though.
out to a 3-0 lead, I just can't see this series lasting much longer.
Yeah, that's usually the way it goes. But hey, coming back to win the series has been done before. First pitch coming.
The real Pirates have no business being here lol.
Just about ready to go. And on the mound for Pittsburgh in this one, Johan Oviedo. What's the scouting report on him?
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
Fourth game of the NLCS. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Heather Smith.
Give 'em hell Reginald, give 'em hell.
Snell back to work.
I feel like the Looney Tunes taking on the Monster Squad.
For last game. Such a great postseason atmosphere.
Nothing like the drama you get in the postseason, Boog. Love being a part of these games.
And that one hammered way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Keith Ryan.
So the batting order turns over. So now it's Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman.
Outman gets his lead at first with nobody out.
We need the Avengers or the Affinity Stones or something lol. Already down a run before my first at bat.
Ground might be two.
Cripes, great poke Reginald. This is ridiculous.
She's so good at coming across the bag and snagging it with the bare hand to throw. I like the flair that she brings day in and day out.
For the Pirates,
And we're back, ready to go, bottom four. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Heather Smith. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Out to short. Boots it.
Save.
Didn't look to me like he got a great handle on the ball as it came out of his hand. Cold nights, not really fun to play in.
That pitch was insane, flushed face.
Makes it tough to throw and might have played a factor right there.
Oh wow.
Nobody out. Runner at first.
the second baseman, Heather Smith.
Smith mashed a homer in her last game.
I don't even know how it sounded, was good timing.
Stone, in his third season, 27 years old, and he was a fifth-round pick in 2020. It's in and out of his glove. But he wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time he had there.
The third baseman, number 13, Keith Ryan.
We often let the most elite 12-year-old softball players play against my 12-year-old boys. The girls hit more homers and beat on them so meaty. The team might win this one without me.
Take your eyes off her. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
The third baseman, number 13, Keith Ryan.
Really walk me, come on, you guys are ahead 3-0 and Heather was underperforming anyways. And you guys are the Dodgers, like, come on now.
You never want to come into a postseason series and get swept. You want to feel like you've had a chance. You've worked so hard to get here. They've still got a long way to go, but after this win in Game 4, maybe, just maybe, they feel like they've got a chance.
That's a bully move. Deserve to take this L.
Six 6-3 our final score for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding.
Good job, team. We are down but not out against the bullies.
Thanks for joining.
Tell Dave Roberts he was a crusty bitch after the game. Wow, they walked me just for me to get a run from it anyways. Upside down face. You think Paul Skenes cheats on Livy Dunn in the locker room with Heather? Face fuchsia poop shape. That's funny lol, rolling on the floor laughing, hit my funny bone rolling on the floor laughing. If I was Paul Skenes I would. Heather's a beast, flexed biceps.
From the home of the Pirates, we're at beautiful PNC Park. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Come on Paul, you are pitching bro, clapping hands, we can't lose this one. Face with steam from nose.
We get set for Game 5, Chris. It seems like this series could still have a few twists and turns.
Yeah, Livy is nice to look at, but once she retires from gymnastics who knows. But Heather, think of the kids they could have.
Tell us a lot about a team's character, and for some teams it brings out their absolute best, but for others can kind of prove to be an overwhelming scenario to face. And so we'll see how they show up here today.
And we'll also get to see what kind of killer instinct they have on the other side. Some teams can get a little too relaxed when they're so comfortably in the driver's seat. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Way better than Shuhei ever thought he could be, grinning, squinting face.
Paul Skenes.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same.
Man face booming. They got 3 on him and he's like the best pitcher in the league. This game makes no sense sometimes lol.
On the ground. Sends it to first, and Hernandez is out. And that'll do it. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Game 5 of the NLCS. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Heather Smith.
It's like the game wants to keep bullying me. See that strut Shohei was doing with the 3-run lead and 3-1 series lead.
Ohtani back to work. Right there for a strike.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get
He also had 9 pitches before he just threw that one to me. That game on him or what?
And that one is lifted in the air. Puts it away for the out. And a quick out, number 1. In the postseason, you see just how important.
Paul was up late last night, messed with him, he's tired. I heard Livy and him are fighting because of Heather. Doesn't want to pitch me in the strike zone lol. He a chicken.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 5 of the NLCS. On the ground, right side. To first.
Out.
And that is that. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Pirates 1. Bottom of the 4th, leading off, Heather Smith.
Heather.
All right, Singy, you know I'm a dork. Shohei Ohtani, go back to May 5th, 2022.
I believe you're right, and they have it all over the news face with rolling eyes.
Through 99 pitches, get this,
Out.
81 strikes. It was the most strikes thrown with less than 100 pitches in a game since they started tracking pitch counts.
That's just unreal.
And next for L.A., Hesung Kim.
Analog stick did not move down again. Unamused face, expressionless face.
2 down, nobody on. Here in game 5 of the NLCS.
1-1-1.
Ripped on the ground to second. Fires over to
He's
first. That's out number 3. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, but they're up 3-2. One-run game, 1 out, 1 on.
Heather Smith.
I need a better controller that allows me to move analog stick more freely. I clearly saw it dropping and says I swung it straight through. Rather the game didn't pick it up right or my analog stick is messed a bit or something. Yeah, there's a lot of distraction for the team right now. Livy is sitting on top of the Dodgers dugout trying to get Max Muncy's attention. PS hit or not, we would still be down in this game. Just simply stating my controller sucks. Unamused face. Well, he is a bit funky. Maybe Livy likes that lol.
Ripped, but it curls foul.
I bought the analog stick straight down and it still shows I swung it straight through without moving it.
Ball inside.
Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field. Way back there. pulls it in on the warning track.
Man, she hammered that one to center. I thought it was out of here, but Wynn just absolutely killed it.
Back here in Pittsburgh, now here is Heather Smith. And here we are, 9th inning, elimination game, and they're trying to keep their season alive. They need her to get on base.
Yeah, that's the key. You get on base, you do.
How in the F was that not a home run? Flushed face, what the F, man? I blasted that. We would still be in this game and in the lead if that counted what it was supposed to be. That's a home run swing and sound. Also the fact the CF had the speed to catch that, more of the reason the Dodgers are 2 up in this game. Anywhere else that's a happen or a double or triple easily. I couldn't have hit it any better.
Maybe the next hitter gets a mistake and hits it a long way.
Out to short. In plenty of time to first. 1 up, 1 down.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder.
That just destroyed my mood. Okay, American League team, destroy this a hole. My personal mission is to wreck the Dodgers every time I see them now. They are my rival. The whole FN wine team is. .426 batting average 2. Stupid Dodgers, you will get your just desserts in the end. Well, that's the final attribute progression for Heather this season. I believe she went from a 70 overall to an 88 in one season. Yep, more of the reasons to hate the Dodgers. The beat the Guardians man face booming. Team better get more pitching to help Skenes out, or I might actually request a trade in the off-season. I'm already going to change positions, I believe, but to what? Any ideas? What is Maya asking? Haven't heard from her all season. Confused face. Still a 70 overall as well. Waiting for her to get called up. Poor Maya Manug expressionless face. Wait a sec. Flushed face. Mia's team was the Guardians. I mean, she is still in AAA, but her team lost to the Dodgers too. That just hurts more. We also could have had a World Series against each other. We will have to wait for that day to come. Folded hands. Assuming she wants to continue playing baseball. I'm not changing the contract. I need them to utilize the money for more talent on the team so we can actually counter the Dodgers. WTF flushed face lol. I think Max does want live thinking face. He's on the team now after winning a World Series too. I was gonna change my position to 3B this year if I can too, and that's what Max plays. Maybe they slot him in his second position at 1B. The team did upgrade and get 80 overall rejects from higher overall teams, like Max Muncy from the Dodgers. Actually, let's see the Dodgers roster too. It looks like Maya is finally called up. But that might just be for spring training HMMB. Watts corner infield. I'm choosing that. I was going to choose 3B, but I don't see that option, and I'm not doing catcher just yet. I want H. Okay, corner infield is what I needed to choose for 3B lol.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Spring training action on MLB The Show. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Baltimore Orioles. First pitch coming your way next.
And now, please welcome your Baltimore Orioles.
I'm only playing a few spring training games and starting the new season.
2 down. Up next for the Pirates, Heather Smith. First offering, and it just misses.
1-0. Ball.
There's a swing and a drive. And that gets down into the gap. Around first and hustling for second. And she starts her afternoon off right with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Instant started over Muncie though. Lol, let's go.
Bottom of the first, and into the box for Baltimore, Jordan Westberg.
Third baseman, Jordan Westberg.
On the ground. Gets it to first.
Go.
1 up, 1 down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Fouled off. She was late. Cruz, the lead runner out at second. Win at first. 1 gone. On the ground, could be 2. And he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw.
Hey!
Save. It was never going to be easy after the misplay. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
Heather Smith.
Who did the Braves get for Hurston?
Into center. And that'll fall for a base hit. Cruz touches home. It's an RBI single. It's 7-0.
Now batting.
Robert Hassel III, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Hassel.
And a bunt towards third. Picks it up with a bare hand, and that's a
He's
great play for the out.
You know, I think barehanded grabs might be one of the best looking plays in baseball. It takes tremendous body control to bend down there, pick it up, and then get into a position to make a quick, accurate throw to first. It all happens in the blink of an eye. It's like a magic trick, but there's a lot that goes into it.
1 out, base is empty. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Heather Smith. Just
No,
missed.
ball.
One out, base is empty.
Hey, way to drive it.
Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle of the base hit. So a runner aboard now with 1 away. Now it's the DH, Kobe Mayo. Swing and a drive. Deep left field. That one is back. Gone. He muscles that one out of here. And the Orioles jump out in front. It's 12-9.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. He got on plane with that high fastball, and look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Andy Rodriguez.
Well, they're going with the lefty bat here, Boog, trying to improve that matchup for a very important at-bat.
Why does the game put me in defense situations when they are just going to hit it over or score or home run anyways? Thinking face, such a waste basket. What? Jackson Holiday was the trade for Hurston. That's crazy. This management is doing better in the game than real life. Lol, grinning squinting face. I feel like I should go to my Braves. A grinning face with smiling eyes.
It's the Arizona Diamondbacks going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. The crowd is amped up.
I'm just going to play a few games and close out this stream. It's been stressful anyways. A Dodgers face with rolling eyes.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the third baseman, Heather Smith. Burns back to work. That one lifted to left. Gurriel sizing this one up. Makes the grab, one away. So one out, nobody on. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. getting ready to hit. On the ground to the left. Toss to Naylor. That's out number 2.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Burns back to work. Puts it in the air out towards left center. McCarthy snags it on the run.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
This one's blistered. No doubt about it. Out of here. Grand slam. She unloads on that one. Their first homer of the year, and they slide in front in the 6th. It's 5-1. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. One big swing, and that turns the tables on this one. And when you come to the plate with the bases,
Let's freaking go. Starting off the new season with a grand slammy.
to hit a grand slam, and that can be a trap sometimes, but not right here. She sees the opportunity, put a great swing on it, and now they're working with the lead.
2 outs, runner on first. This is Corbin Carroll. On the ground to third, Smith whips it to first on the run.
He's
Got
out.
him. Nice play. Smith had a sensational showing in the win. Just one hit, but it did leave the yard.
I'll tell you, I was excited every time she came up. When a player is locked in like she was, it's a really special feeling. Great job in this one.
Heather Smith, the next Pirate to hit. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew she was going to be a star just coming up, making her way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
Now will bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Back here at PNC Park, now it's J.D. Davis. On the ground. Toss to Naylor. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd. Runner at second here, one gone. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Drops into the glove. 2 down. So runner at second, 2 down. Ketel Marte up to the plate.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Swing and a ground ball. Toss to Naylor. They get the out on Marte. 3rd out. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Pirates 2 and the Diamondbacks nothing.
This season I get a lot of relationship boosts too. Thar's why the grand slammy happened really. I had a plus 16 power boost for it.
Rolled to short, possible 2 ball. Feed to second, that's
He's
one.
out.
How about that
Oh.
double play?
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Josh Bell at the plate now. 2 on, 1 out. And that one is lifted in the air. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Changing speeds has this lineup completely off balance in this one. We've seen a lot of mistimed swings, and it's been a challenge for these hitters to get their rhythm right.
And now it's switch hitting third baseman Heather Smith. 0 for 3 in this one. There's a swing and a miss. Minter, 33
0-1's
years
the count.
old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2015. Out to short, Perdomo. Tosses to first, and that is the third out. Smith had a pretty poor showing in this game despite the win.
At least they got the win. That's got to be the only thing lifting her mood right now. The coaching.
Heather and Paul are talking right there, lol, grinning, squinting face with tears of joy. Durability is maxed now. I'm going to work on another specific trait next time. Reaction does seem good, I guess, grinning face with sweat.
It's the Pittsburgh. So 2 down, Heather Smith, the next Pirate to hit. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Donovan makes the catch, inning over. Back here in San Diego, bottom of the inning, leading off Jackson Merrill. On the ground to third. Toss to Naylor, and a quick out, number one.
Leading off for the Pirates, the third baseman, Heather Smith.
Cease back to work. Pitch misses.
That's a ball.
And that is ball one.
You know, these Pirates just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball.
She swings and lifts one to deep center field. Bangs off the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Seems like she got exactly what she was looking for right there. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
And a bunt towards third. And that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly. And we're back. Down to third baseman, Heather Smith.
Heather Smith.
On the ground to first, and it stays fair. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
Couple of hits in a row for her here. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like she did right there.
Smith in the
Ball.
box with one away as she takes ball one.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. She can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
Ground ball left side, and that one finds its way through. And the go-ahead run is on base. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. That's only triple digits.
Zero balls, one strike.
The pitch. That's smacked on a line to center. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out. So they hold the runner at third, wanting to play it safe. Think that comes back to bite him?
Boy, it's hard to say. That runner on second to start extras is critical, and you want to make sure you don't waste him. If they don't score this inning, there'll be some second guessing for sure.
And that one popped in the air, left field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. One away. Smith was a big contributor for them in the win. A 4-hit ball game, always impressive.
Boog, I can't say enough about what she did for him in this one. She's a big reason they got the dub.
Heather Smith comes into this one fresh off a 4-hit game. Shades of Tony Gwynn. First and second, one out. Smith will hit next. Looking to stay hot after yesterday's game. 4 for 5 in that one.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. One runs in. A second scores as well. It's 2-0. She's safe at third. It's a 2-run triple.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Challenged her with a fastball right in the heart of the zone, and she was clearly ready to jump all over it.
All set for the start of the inning. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Heather Smith.
Smith.
Musgrove back to work. Ripped on a line.
Get over his head.
And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down. So man aboard, one down, and it's Tatis at the plate.
Tatis Jr.
Swing and a ball hammered left field.
Heads up, heads
That's
up.
back.
Wall.
He brought it back.
Well, he just took one away from one of the best in the league. It's not going to happen very often, but when you get the opportunity, better make the play, and he did right there.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the third baseman, Heather Smith.
Smith.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one back. And that lands inside the party porch for a home run. Bottoms up. That'll fire up the dugout. And they tack one on the board. It's 6-0.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure.
One down. Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup hitter, Heather Smith. She's already homered here in this one. First pitch
That's the
doesn't
ball.
find the zone. One out,
1-0.
base is empty. Next pitch
Ball.
is downstairs. And he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. Smith really excelled in this one and contributed to the win.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Jr.
Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. Here comes Machado around third. He's safe, and it's
He's
1-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
Back here at Petco Park. Second inning set to go. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Heather Smith. Fouled off left side. Smith went deep in her most recent game. The pitch. Up and
That's
in.
the ball.
And the count is 1-1. On the ground. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And she's there with a leadoff double.
There was nothing cheap about the way she got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like she would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Smith
One.
stands in now and watches strike one.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all three swings.
Throw to first in time.
Now,
1-run game, 1 out, 1 on.
Smith.
Swings and she breaks her bat. He's got it, and there's 2 away. And now the first baseman, Joey Meneses. Sack bunt towards third. Off balance feet, there's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Padres 3 and the Pirates 2. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. Popped up. Machado gets under it. And it's caught for the out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate.
Smith played okay, but not well enough to boost them to a win.
If she's going to be a driver for their offense.
And we're back. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Heather Smith. Peterson back to work. Now one
Ball.
missed.
1 ball, no strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Tatis makes the catch, and there's one gone. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Check swing. Did she go? Yes, she did.
0-1.
And that was cut out and missed. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Very well executed changeup right there. If he can command the fastball consistently, that's going to be an important pitch in terms of him turning this outing around.
This one chopped up the middle. Horner in
Save.
there.
You beat
He's
it up.
safe.
Big RBI for her right there. Really protected with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, she got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
Back here in San Diego, ready to go for the last half of the inning. So digging in now for San Diego, Connor Joe. Throws to first in time. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Peterson back to work. On the ground to third. Over to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
First and second, 2 out. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And that will end the inning. 2 left on. 2 down, go ahead run in scoring position. She gets the intentional walk here, and now a force at any base with 2 gone. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's Manny Machado now. The winning run on second base. Bay tosses to first.
Out.
Machado out of the play.
And good defensive play prevents a run from scoring right there.
Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. At the belt and fires. Hit in the air, center field.
Mine.
Brings it in. Runner tags for home. Throw is
He beat it.
offline. This one's over. And the Padres walk it off in extra innings.
These can be tough at bats when you know you've got to get the ball in the air. At worst case scenario, that pitcher is going to try to tie you up, throw you up and in, but he did a good job pulling the hands through, extension to put that ball deep enough out into the outfield to score that run and win this game.
Wanted to see if it was possible to get baseline interference. Lol, grinning squinting face. I just kept getting pushed to the side, grinning face with sweat.
Fourth.
Only 5 home runs away from career number 100. Let's see if Heather can get that next stream. Guys and gals, please remember to like and comment. Thanks for being here. More streams coming. You all are the best. Okay, hand. Also Dodgers, we coming for you.